If you feel like your mind is wandering during Salah and you want to do something about it, you want to be more focused, less negligent and have khushu', then in today's video I'm going to share with you a particular method which I personally use myself to increase my presence in Salah. And this method has transformed my Salah, and inshallah it can help you to be more mindful of your Salah too. In order to understand this method, we first need to understand how does our brain work. So when we learn anything new, we use our conscious mind, the thinking mind. So for example, when we first learn to drive, everything is new for us and it all demands our full attention. So I remember when I first learned to drive, I used to be so careful about every detail, checking the mirror, checking surroundings. But as time went on, driving became second nature. It became a part of my unconscious mind. And especially when I was on familiar roads, I wouldn't even have to think. And I would drive just lost in my own thoughts, barely aware of the journey itself. Similarly, when we first start to pray Salah, we give it our full attention and we use the conscious mind where we are aware of each movement, each recitation, everything demands our full attention. But over time, every act of Salah, it becomes repetitive and it's stored in our memory, and we start to use our unconscious mind to pray, where the body knows all the motions, but the problem is that the mind and soul are going to wander everywhere and they might not be present in Salah. Now the issue here is that when we are driving, we just need to get from destination A to destination B. It doesn't matter if the mind is present in the journey or not. But the purpose of Salah is different. The purpose of Salah, it's that connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala where our mind, body and soul all need to be present. But if the mind is wandering everywhere, then that's a big problem. So we need to learn how to activate that conscious mind and be aware of the Salah, be aware of our presence in Salah. How can we do that? So if we just go back to our driving example, when we drive on a new way, a new path that we are not familiar with, or if there's a hazard, suddenly our brain becomes active. So that tells us any small change to the daily routine activates the conscious mind. That's what we want to do in Salah. By making small, regular changes, it's going to activate our conscious mind. It's going to make us more alert and we are going to be present in Salah. So what kind of changes can we make? Very simple changes. For example, change the surahs you recite. Don't recite the same surah in every rakah, in every salah. Change your surahs. Every time you're changing surah, you're going to be more alert of your salah. Change your location. Even change the tone. Sometimes when I have a certain tone on a certain ayah, I can just feel the meaning of that ayah so much more. Or, maybe just change the volume. Also, you can change your speed. If you're reciting more slowly, it's going to give you more time to ponder. Make different du'as in your ruku' and your sujood. Even the amount of times you say Subhan Rabbiyal A'la and Subhan Rabbiyal Azim, just change it. Sometimes say it 3 times, 5 times or 7 times, just change it. These small changes will make you so much more alert in Salah. I have personally been using this method for a long time, and every time I am consciously aware and I make these regular changes, I can really feel that presence in Salah. And when I don't make these changes and I'm repeating the same thing, mind does wander everywhere. But there's something you need to be aware of. When you're new at making these changes and, you're kind of giving a bit of a shock to your unconscious mind, you can forget. You can get confused which rakah you're in. So let's say, for example, you want to make your sujood long and you want to recite, different du'as in your sujood. You can actually get confused when you get up from the sajda. You'll be like, oh my God, which rakah I'm in. So if you can just plan before your salah, I'm going to make my sujood longer in the second rakah, or I'm going to make my sujood longer in the last rakah. Then because you planned beforehand, you won't be forgetful in Salah. You'll know exactly which rakah you're in. So finally, all I'm going to say is that these small changes in Salah can make a big transformation and can help you be, mentally, physically and spiritually present in Salah and have a stronger connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Take care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.